All right, welcome back to another live stream, and today we will be creating an application. So things are quite complicated, I gotta say, but we're going to fix it. We're going to make an amazing application, unforeseen in the past. So I'm super excited to get started with this. I think it's going to be amazing. We're going to create something really great, and I'm super excited to share the journey with you. Let's begin. So first of all, just gotta place the windows over here. So we're going to be using Grok 3 to create an application. And right now what I'm doing is I'm fixing the code that I've been using. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. If we can fix this today and make it work, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So the first thing that you want to know is that what we do is actually take dynamic information through a GitHub folder, and then we use this information to generate a dynamic menu. So we populate the menu with information that we get dynamically, and we do that using Next.js. So it's not very complicated, in all honesty. And the thing is that that's exactly what we're doing right now. So we're right about to do the next big step in the current procedure. So what we're going to do is that we want to create the very big next step. So the first step was actually populating the tool card, getting all the static parameters working correctly. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move on into the final part of this process. So we're going to get this code over here. We're gonna place it in here, and yeah, we've got to update some things over here. So we've got dynamic menu, back button, and here we've got a feature list, which we will have to replace with this thing. So we're going to use the exact code that we need. And over here, we've got this markdown content. We're probably not going to use that, and we're going to use our own markdown, which is this one that uses only content. So I'm going to get and import the markdown viewer. Okay, I don't know what that was, but yeah, we want to import that from this file. I'm not exactly sure. We want markdown. Okay, so from components, we want to get markdown, and boom, we're done. That's that. Okay, so we got it over here. It's declared, but its value is never read. And we actually don't have to put these brackets, just want to use that. Then we're going to go down over here, and here we display the content. Okay, that's what we do. Pros container, markdown viewer, this is the tool details, and if everything is correct, we actually get to see this preview. So if we don't have that, we're going to have this pause over here that allows us to do specific checks. So if the tool detail that gets us the tool details is working, we will be getting a features list over here. So let's go over. We got to change some of the code to make everything work, but I'm very, very positive that we are going to be able to do that. So first thing first, we've got this generate metadata that actually gets the categories and then gets the tools by category using this functionality. We don't need these because we do fetch list cards, and that's already implemented in this folder if I'm not wrong. So we have these get categories. We're going to get this code and we're going to place it over here. Then we're going to refactor everything. So no worries. Keep growing. Thank you so much, my friend, for your kind words. It's, in all honesty, it's not very, seeing a guy being in the chat or a viewer on the live stream is not something that I'm used to in this channel. I have another channel in Greece playing video games. Got I was streaming to like 5,000 people at a time during the virus. So thank you so much for being here, for your kind words. So I'm building live, and this is more of a documentation. So what I do is document the journey, and I think this is going to be very nice and very useful for people in the future if they want to see something. And this is like a chill live stream, So yeah, thanks for your message. Okay, so let me give you some context, guys, anyone watching, whatever. So what we do here is we've got like this AI tool list where we fetch data from. This is this get category thing. And yeah, we have this await to load the metadata. This is like SEO optimization. So we do that, and then we use like Slugify, which is going to turn a specific text into a specific format, so it becomes a URL. So that's the first thing that we do. So here we can skip that because we don't need it. We actually need this thing that actually is doing this Slugify thing. So because we compare with slugs, we have to do that. Yasu Chris P. Γνωριζόμαστε, φίλε μου. Γεια σου. Θα πρέπει να μιλάω αγγλικά, οπότε συγχώρεσέ με. Okay, so this is the Slugify function. It cannot find it because I have not like imported it. Where? Okay, so this is it. Let's put it here. Okay, so Slugify, boom, done, ready. This is the tool page props. Okay, good. Pass some kind of parameters. Who cares? No. And if it's not found, it tells tool not found. Okay, so yeah, tool not found. That seems okay. So the next thing is to get the tools by the category. That's like the second step. So for each tool, we have like specific categories, or for each category, we have specific tools. So that's the next request that we will have to like implement right now. So this get categories is implemented here, and we would have to do the same thing right now. Okay, so let me think about how I'm going to do that. I would have probably to go to this tab container and use this fetch list cards. So I have to get this async function and place it into this code base. So we got the get categories, we got these fetch cards. I think I have to close this window like that, I'm not sure. Let's check, no. Okay, so it seems closing correctly. All right, so to fetch the list of cards, we will need the name. So in this case, the name is passed as a parameter. I think this is the same case in this tool. Let's see. You can see quite a lot of code. It's quite messed up, in all honesty. So where is the component? It's here. So we have tools, and we got this slug, which is not very useful. This slug is not useful at all. So we have like folder, which is the AI tools. That's like the folder that we ping all the time to get the tool list. Okay, so what we want to do is use this folder component. We might have to just do it again. I'm not sure. Or we could pass it inside here as a parameter. Or whatever, because we're right here, I'm just going to add it as a placeholder. No worry about it a lot. You know, it is what it is at this point. Then we have this active tab. So we want, when we hit this async function, we want load a very specific tab. And what we will be replacing is this category.id. So instead of category ID, we're just going to be placing the category. So I'm going to put here active tab. and I'm going to use string, and that's where we're going to be hitting the request. Okay, so this fetches a list of cards for the specific folder for the specific tab. All right, then we don't really need this. We can actually return the temporary card names. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to return the temporary card names. Let's put that. And this should probably be just fine for us. So here we want const tools, await, and we want to do fetch cards and place the category here. So that's what we want to do. Okay. The next thing that we want to do is that after we fetch the cards, what we get is a list of strings. Okay, so we get strings, and these strings we got to parse them and turn them into URLs. So what we have to do is find again pretty much the same thing as this one. And again, we're just going to use tool slug. Okay, what is tool slug? Let me remember. Okay, so this is probably the URL. It's a little bit complicated, like this kind of usage of how to tell it correctly. It's a very strange way to index pages, in all honesty. So I'm going to remove that. Let's put space here. And if you don't find the tool, boom, you get a problem, man. Okay, so this is going to be a string, I guess. And this is a string. Okay, so let's specify that. Okay, so what we do is we stringify the string. So we get a string, and we can compare it with the params.slug to load the URL correctly. And we can use the tool, which is the name of the tool, and tool. That's all we gotta do. It's not very complicated. This is the tool, details about this tool. That's like our metadata. Nothing amazing, could be improved. We will be improving it in the future. So the next thing that we want to do is generate the static metadata. Okay, so what we've done over here is that we actually generated, I think, the URL. So that was like the first step. And we did that through the generate metadata. Okay, so what we do here is we loaded the metadata. We did nothing else. We just loaded the metadata, but the handling on the other, how to say it correctly? The handling on the other functions is exactly the same. So I'm going to complicate it a little less, like put everything in a single line of code. This is less readable for some people, but I don't really care. I just want to have everything a little bit more condensed, because if you have everything on so many lines, it goes out of hand. It becomes very hard to update things. And I think we can do a little bit of optimizations on the tool, and we will work on that. But let's not get very ahead of ourselves. We can also say promise, and this is going to return a string. All right. So otherwise you return empty. Okay, that looks a little better. I like this code better. Okay, so we got the fetch cards and get categories. That's good. Don't have to overcomplicate everything. And we could pass more parameters and make this all look better very, very soon. So for now, we're going to use it like that. And here you have the generate static params. This is, I think, what is building the URLs. Okay, this is, I think, what builds the URLs. So for each category of categories, so you get a list of categories, okay? That's what this code does. It gives you a list of the categories. For example, code generators, text generators, AI image generators. what you do is you save everything into these const categories, and then you build one parameter for each. So this is getting built, I think, on build time, if I'm not mistaken, but also maybe at request time. So let's ask Grok what this function does, so it could give us a little bit of context. So I've got this nice window on Grok. I don't want to mess it up because it actually gave us the answer. So it did a tremendous job to fix our problem. And I gotta say, I didn't expect it to work, but it did a lot of fixes that indeed worked. So the generated static params at build time. So how it works, it fetches categories using get categories, converts its category to slugify, and returns slug string objects. Next.js uses this to pre-render pages like /slug for each slug. If get categories returns an empty array, no static paths are generated, and Next.js won't have a pre-render page for it and will return 404. By default, unlisted param results in 404 app router. Okay, so that's good. Action, check the console, good. Investigate get categories, we've done that, it works correctly, no problem at all with that. Add logging, we've done that. Then we have the fetch list tab. All right, so that's something that we've changed. And yeah, this is where it completely messes this up. Like, I don't like this kind of code over here. And it also has a runtime not found. That's good. I guess this is good practice. This secondary to build time issue. Okay. Additional checks. Resolution. Yeah. Okay, so let me ask Grok. What is doing? Okay, so let's ask it. One of the greatest things about using AI is that it can teach you things very, very fast, very, very easily, and in very big depth with examples. It's a great way to learn things. Use AI to learn things. Don't just use AI to replace yourself and waste less time. So it is used to define the dynamic route paths that should be pre-rendered as static pages at build time. It is typically used for pages with dynamic routes. Great, this is exactly our case. The async keyword means this function can perform asynchronous requests. Static generation during the build process calls this function, uses the return parameters, and generates static HTML files for each route. So when you build a page, it's going to parse these images and these things, and it's going to do some kind of checks to generate some kind of URL. So that's good. What happens at build time? Generate static params. So why use it? Pre-rendering improves load times, reduces server load. Static pages are easily crawlable by search engines. You can generate thousands of pages at build time, but for very large, you want to pair it with incremental static regeneration. Okay, that's interesting. We have to keep it in mind. Maybe there is some kind of problem. And we don't want server-sided rendered because it's not SEO optimized. This is great. If I have new data, but don't build, does this mean my page won't get indexed? So maybe we have to add some kind of incremental building. Okay, so static generation params, pre-rendered at build time. Okay, so if new data product is added, it won't be generated until you run next build again. So existing impact, new pages won't exist as static file because it's not included in the last build. Search engines can't index that because there's no HTML file to crawl. Okay, so what happens without a rebuild? Default behavior, no fallback. If you have not configured fallback, will return 404. Okay, that's going to be a little bit of problem. You can pair it. Dynamic params, a fallback setting. Okay, fallback blocking. Fallback true. Okay, implications. Pre-render static pages are ideal for SEO. New data without rebuild. If new pages aren't generated statically, search engines won't index them. They are dynamically rendered, linked somewhere. Sitemaps. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Discover problem. Rebuild and redeploy incremental static regeneration. Instead of rebuilding everything, use ICR to revalidate time to your page. So every like an hour, by using this revalidate parameter, it's just going to do this process again and again. So where does it uses it? Probably in another request. So every 1 hour, Next.js regenerates pages with updated data on the next request. All right, that's interesting. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Okay, this is interesting. Do we have this revalidate thing in the code? I think I have added it, but I'm not exactly sure. So I got this revalidate. No, I'm not using it, and I should use it before we finish the live stream. All right, let's go back to the code. So what are we building? So we generate static parameters. We get the tools. For each tool, we get a category. So for each category, what we want to do is generate the slug. And to do that, we would have to do this thing. So we want to do exactly this. This will give us a list of the tools available on the page. And this is again triggered once an hour or on every build. This won't have to happen all the time. Okay, so for const tool of tools, so for each tool that is loaded in any case, we want to push specific parameters, okay? And return them, okay? So we want to push category slug, so we want to slugify this, I think, if I remember correctly. So we push like slugify over here. So we want to slugify the category, good. And we also want to slugify the tool. So we're turning a string. Okay, let me write a comment. This is creating dynamic paths like AI tools / AI generator / how to call it? ChatGPT. Let's do it like that. Folder / category / tool. URL creation order. So I think this comment is very helpful. It's going to give context to the other developer. I am building this with a friend, but right now I'm the main developer. In the past few days at least. So that's how we create the URLs. Okay, and it's not hard. It's pretty simple, gotta say. So we also loaded the tool, which is good. And that's all we need for now. The next thing that we want to do is probably get all of this code. We're going to get the category. Good. And then, okay, if category not found, can I have this in a single line? That would be great. Yeah, I think I do. Then we want to get these 2 lines. So we get these 2 lines, we replace these. Again, if not found, great. Let's close that. This is the magic, really. This is the magic of JS. Well, okay, this is pretty much any tool you can really know, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So let's close that as well. Great, good. I like this code. This code looks good. So maybe some comments, fetch the list of tools for the category. Let's type here. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's not very hard to understand. First, the list of categories. And it's pretty easy. Like, self-explanatory code goes a long way. This, yeah, it needs a comment because not a lot of people know how to do this. This is very niche. But again, it's good. That's exactly what we want to do. All right, so let's move ahead. And okay, you fetch the tool, you find the correct tool. And the next final step that you want to do, I think this is actually not correct. So it's fetch cards, which is here. So we want to generalize that in the future. Not right now, but in the future, we would have to like generalize that because right now, not good. Don't like it. So, all right, next step is, I think it's fetch markdown. So you go into content and then you've got like markdown. So where is markdown loaded? It's passed into the content. So the markdown is here and it uses this fetch markdown function. Okay, so we get this function, we place it here, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, what do we do next? We want to await to fetch it. That's pretty much it. And we save it into a data file. Okay. So we come. Well, guys, don't come. This is not what you want to be doing. Don't come at all. So you want to get the markdown. So to get the markdown, you place the folder here. So the folder, in this case, we're going to specify it because we're not using best practices code right now. So it's AI tools in this case. Okay, so it's AI tools. You place AI tools here. You got a folder. You got the category, and you also got the tool. We should probably tell it to be cards, and here card, and here card. I think that's a better naming. So I'm going to go with cards, cards, card, 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 card. Yeah, makes sense. Looks better, in all honesty. So this is the cards, but I think, yeah, the naming of tools is a little better. So we're going to use card over here. Boom. Okay. So what we've done is that we fetched the markdown. That's exactly what we've done. And what we want to do to display this markdown is just probably display it. So this markdown is like a string. And you just display the string. Just going to read the string and display it correctly. So you want to remove this. You want to place card here. Markdown content. I think this is the best naming. So got that. The tool.detail name. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. It's the card. So that's the tool name. It's the card in its string format. And you know, we have this markdown viewer that views the file. And if this is like empty, you want to display something else. So let me think. Here we tell it, you got the cards, great. So the markdown content. If you don't have markdown content, well, that's bad. You are going to have a problem. You're not going to be seeing anything. Let me think. So there's also this back button. We have not worked it out. So this back button can push you backwards. So here, instead of category, you want to have like category, if I'm not mistaken, and you want to slugify this, if I remember correctly. Let me think. Yeah, I think you need to slugify that. Let me think. There's no back button here. So everywhere you see on the original code slug, you want to slugify. Slugify that shit. So if you press the back button, you want to go to category, and then you want to go... Okay, let's see how back button works. So you give it a URL, and if the URL exists, it pushes you to this specific directory. Okay. Otherwise, it goes back. Okay, good. Okay, so here we got... we're on category. Then you have like cards. I'm not sure about that. I'm not really sure. Let me check. So here it creates a slug using the category. So this loads. Let me think. Well, it's very hard to think in some cases. You just have to be smart. You got to be smart. So we're pushing. Oh yeah, just nearly done a mistake, I think. So instead of category, we're on AI tools. Yeah, we are on AI tools. So this needs to be new AI tools. And when you click back, you want to exit the card, and you want to go to the page that has the category. So you want to open up a specific page, which is going to be the category. So that's how you go back. The card has a name, great. And it has a markdown viewer, absolutely great. Pros container, no idea what that is. So we want to check the markdown viewer. So the markdown viewer here has pros invert, max W known, React markdown, and it reads the content. So let me ask, what is pros? Okay, so what is fucking pros? What is a pros container? What is a pros and a pros container? Let's ask Grok. I really want to learn. This is very interesting. Let me give it all of the code. So maybe it's display one of the two, I guess, maybe something like that. I don't know. That's interesting. Okay, let's break it down step by step. Pros, pro container. Okay, so pros. Okay, it means something in English, but I have no idea what it means. In web development, it implies readable, formatted text content. Okay, so this is like a specification, like header tag or whatever. So this is Tailwind. Okay. And this is to visualize blog spots. Okay, this is something that I didn't know. This is a very big development. This could be absolutely important for some future things that I want to implement on the site. I want to automatically generate posts. I'm going to show you how in a video. So what I'm going to do is automatically generate posts, create blog spots, then do SEO and link to our services and the things we create in this tool, link back through the blog into the website and use other blogs as well, like to optimize SEO and traffic. I really believe in what we're building. I really want to tell you that. I'm live streaming, and I will try to live stream every day as an incentive. to grow this thing and show you things, guys. And I think this will be very, very valuable. Because as I try to build this website and as I try to build this personal brand, I think this is one of the greatest things. You know, I produce this content for everyone to watch, everyone to learn. Let's have some fun together. And we also get something back, so that's good. All right, so, okay. Tailwind pros. Okay, let's check the documentation. Maybe it has like an example. Check the live demo. Tailwind typography. Okay, so it allows you to have something beautiful. Basic usage. Okay, so it allows you to set how big everything is going to be. Yeah, I don't know if we really need this. And the link is broken. Yeah, site not found. Okay, whatever. Predefined styles. Okay. You know, I get it. I didn't get it initially, but I get it right now. That's a cool feature. I really want to make it work. If markdown content is empty, what will the output be? So how could I? Okay, so here is the key code we're working with. Yeah. Showing markdown viewer uses this. Okay, so if markdown is empty, it generates no HTML elements. Great, so that's like the alternative. Okay. So I don't really want this, but we're going to add a fallback no matter what. So let's have like if markdown how can we check that? Okay. Tool details is a string in markdown. Change the check to display the feature list. Okay, let's ask it that. I think it's going to be able to fix that. Oh, it hallucinated. Oh, it did not hallucinate. This is the original code. Yes, exactly. So it has, if it has length over that, we're going to output a header. Okay. So if markdown.length, we're going to have a div. How to treat it? I'm not sure. Gotta think about that. So here, if markdown is empty, what it does, it has this button that goes back. Okay. And we still got this button, right? No matter what. Otherwise, what it does is it shows the cards. Oh, it shows the cards. Okay, so how can we... Empty content. So let's go H1, H1. Go back. I like that. Yeah, go back. And can we do it like that? Where is this? Like that. I think this is going to work. I got this feeling that I can't erase. Got the feeling that I won't leave behind because it's on my mind. I got this feeling that I can't erase. Let's go, let's do this. We got nothing to lose, man. Let's check it out. Shit. It's not working already. New AI tools. Come on. Let's do it. Probably there's going to be some kind of bug. No way this works one shot. All right. Okay, so this is select a category from the sidebar to explore AI tools. Okay. Yeah, it did not work. It did not work, but we're going to fix it. No worries. So it goes to AI tools. So that's probably one of my mistakes. I have not foreseen something. Where is the error? I'm quite sure I can fix it very quickly. So yeah, that's like the mistake. You want new AI tools here. Maybe not. So it pointed us to the wrong direction. Why? Interesting. Page not found, and it points to the wrong URL. That's definitely the case. If I just moved all of these into the AI tools, it would be probably okay, because we have made the tools and the namings match exactly. But in this case, it does not match exactly. So we go to fix like the slug. Okay, so where did we generate the slug first time? So we pass a folder into the app sidebar, which is the new AI tools. So here it pushes back into the AI. I cannot even speak. Okay, so we got this folder and path name includes that. So this is like the active place. Great. And sidebar menu click, it can handle the click probably correctly, hopefully. So yeah, indeed, it gets like the folder. So that thing works. So there's a specific point where this is not working. And I don't know the reason it's not working. So it's probably this generate static params. Let's give a check. Download URL, downloaded all of this data. Categories found too. That's great. Indeed finds the things it needs to find. Category found, AI coding tools. Yeah, loads all of this data. Maybe we will have to add some kind of, I don't know, params.push. Params.push. So what is this pushing actually? We have the slug. Great. But when we generate static params, where exactly do we put? So this is a slug, slugifies this. So this params has like the slug version. And it pushes slug tool slug. But why does it go to AI tools? That's what I don't get. Let's go back. So when we are here, this click is pointing to AI tools. All right. So there is some kind of handle click that we have not handled correctly. So this tool card is getting the folder. Oh yeah. Didn't really fix that, didn't I? New AI tools. Yeah. So this tool card is pointing to the wrong file. Now it points to the correct one. We fixed it. So yeah. Coding tools. Why is fetching list filter is not a function? Okay, so there is an error indeed, which is list filter is not a function. What are you even talking about? Is this? What are you even talking about? We've like used it before. We literally did a copy paste. Not found. Okay, let me go back. Interesting mistake. Let's see how we can fix that. So the problem is not the list filter, it's that the list is actually empty. Okay, so the list is empty That's why it cannot handle the list feature. Okay. So that's like the problem that is happening exactly at this step. So we got to think about it. It's on slug. Oh, it's on the actual first. Oh, it's over here. The error is getting triggered at this point. So it cannot find the AI tools. Wait a minute. Slug page. This was working before. Why isn't it working right now? So the folder is this one. Get tools by category. Oh, so the error is here. I was actually looking at the wrong file. So when we fetch this folder, get tools by category. All right. Okay. So this folder needs to be AI tools. And now it's going to work. So that was the mistake. We have messed up the folder with fallback link. So I have to look at this and, try to fix that because this is a silly mistake. So we got to place it like GitHub folder is AI tools. This is link page. Maybe that's better naming. Like you get this and you put this over here. So the GitHub folder is completely separated from the logic of that. So yeah, that's probably better coding. Boom. Okay. And if I click GitHub Copilot, page not found, it goes to new AI tools, GitHub Copilot, and we probably have the same error. So it has so many folders. So it's probably not just GitHub Copilot. Let me check. Let me give it. Okay, so we have GitHub Copilot.md. All right. This is such an interesting project. Don't want to tell you like anything. This is a very good project. Very interesting, very in-depth, like learning everything at this point. And this is the name of the tool. Great. And this is going to point like to this URL, which is the Slugify tool. This is the category slug. Are we really sure about that? Yeah, it's correct. Okay, let me open this up on full screen. I love solving these kind of coding problems. It's just so interesting if you make them work at the end of the day. If you don't make them work, then it's fucked up. Let me check if the back button is working before we move on. So I don't see any back button. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is the markdown viewer. That's not where we get the error. This is probably on params push. This is the slug. This is the tool slug. Fetch cards, active tab. Okay, let's do. Yes, let's run it again. Just need a little bit more transparency on what is going wrong. So I'm going to click AI coding tools. It takes like a year to load, and this brings you to GitHub Copilot. So my first question is, why is Why doesn't it load all of the other files, all of the other tools? When we load the tools, have we placed like any limit? File. Let's do a console log here, because this is... I really also need to remove all of these other console logs. They fuck up the code so much. You can't really fix anything. Don't need that. No, nope. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Maybe need this. Oh. We need this, I think. params.toolslug. Because here we load cards and each card has like a tool slug. So we were trying probably to fetch the wrong thing. Probably. Okay, so let's go back. Still loads just two things. Yeah, this is not what we intend to do. If I go up, go like this. Fuck, what is going wrong? Let me load the tool card once again. So instead of slugify at this point, yeah, we want to slugify at this point to have the naming correctly. Okay, so these tool names this list filters files, but the output, this is not correct. Except, wait a minute. We don't need console log here, and we don't need console log here. Let me check once again. Whoa. This is a little fucked up. Okay. npm run build. Let's try and build this. Creating an optimized production build. It's probably going to speed out some console log thing. But I'm not really sure that I'm looking at the correct spot. But I probably do. Because the tools indeed load correctly. It loads tool names. But it doesn't load all of the tools. We have a theme provider in dynamic menu. I don't need that. Remove this. Do we use it anywhere? Not really. Let's build that. Let's build this thing. It finds Adobe Firefly, perplexity. Okay, so right now it finds things that previously it didn't find, I think. So we also have like a sitemap that is generated. So where is the sitemap? It's probably on the somewhere here. Where the fuck is the sitemap? Whatever. Add txt, we don't need that anymore. We can remove this. Let's do npm run dev. So for coding tools, it only gets to new AI tools, coding tools, deep research tools. It finds them. They're over here, text generators. Maybe actually for code generators, we actually may have only two. Maybe nothing is wrong. I'm looking at the wrong spot. Let's go back. Let's do text generators. Takes a little bit of time to load. DeepSeek? Not found. Not found. Not very bad. So we can really understand where the problem is. Categories found. I won't find this file. Let's just remove that. We don't need this kind of bullshit in our code. So it doesn't find. Let's console log this list. I think we can navigate the error that way. I don't get it. AI tools, text generators. Okay, that works. Let's do that again. It also has some kind of caching. DeepSeek. Okay, so these are all of the tools, correct? Fetches them correctly. But probably it needs the .md to call it. I think I know the error. I think I found it. So when you click to fetch this thing, you have like the fetch markdown, which is, where is it? You have this card, but this card doesn't have the .md. So without having the .md, you cannot really fetch it. So here you fetch the cards. But when you fetch the cards, you remove this MD thing. Because you use this. Yeah, so that's important. Let's type it here. Who would have thought that such a small, silly mistake would break it? Boom, DeepSeek. No? What? Why? Fetch card markdown. Oh, it adds it. But it cannot find it. Console log API URL. Why? I don't get it. Let's just go and do a console log fetching that. Maybe that's better. Let's go back. We don't need this. DeepSeek. No. This is very strange. What is going on? You click a tool card, but it doesn't point you. Wait a second. What just happened? Instead of bringing you to the tool slug, Slugify card. This is interesting. This is very fucking interesting. Yeah, let's do console log params. I think I know where the problem is with the cards loading. So it's text generators, Quen. It slugifies it correctly. So let me check. Text generators, DeepSeek. Indeed, it's small letter. So this kind of code works. Huh. I have no idea what is going wrong. It never opens the page. What? This is fucking super strange. Whoa. Not found. Let's do another npm run build. Npm run build. If we have to build this thing all the time, it's going to be a pain in the ass, in all honesty. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very, very bad. Fuck. We're one step before fixing this thing and then just generalizing it. I think something is going wrong with the sitemap, but I'm not very sure. So it has... Oh, fuck. Why? Oh my god. I think I know what's going wrong. Oh, this seems correct. Now that's an interesting problem to solve. So it loads everything correctly. It can see the links, all of these things. What could possibly go wrong? I have no idea. I have no idea, really. Console log params. But it does that correctly, like npm run build. I don't get it. I don't get what the error is. Fuck. No, I don't want to npm run build. Yes, terminate job. npm run dev. We want to run this. Everything seems correct, but something is wrong. I don't know if that makes sense. Try to hit the URL directly. It will say not found. All right, so it shows us the URL. This is the text generator. Okay. Looks good. New AI tools. Let me try something. Let me try and go to this page. Can I have done a silly mistake? I don't know. I really don't know what is going wrong. So yeah, it doesn't load this page. AI won't solve this problem for us. So this is a GET request that is failing. The params look good. So these params are loaded at this point. They're passed over, let's say. So we have like param. Yeah, exactly. I thought I fixed that. I thought I fixed this problem. Like here you check for tool slug. Why do we still have this mistake? I was quite sure I fixed that. This makes no sense. I'm very, very sure that I fixed this. And of course, this is not typing and says not found. Oh, come on. Come on. Such bad error handling by my side. Sorry guys, this is absolutely insane. Boom. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Oh my god, this is so disappointing. One error. So got an error. Error. Hydration failed because the initial UI does not match what was rendered on the server. Okay, can live with that. Okay, so how can we fix div cannot be a descendant of P? Who knows? Who knows? I have no idea what the problem is. And in all honesty, I don't really care. I don't really care at this point. Okay. Look, we are doing very well. After 4 hours of work, we finally have this dynamic menu, which is great. It's absolutely great. So just ask LLM. No, it really won't work. These kind of issues, they don't really get them. Imagine if you watch yesterday's live stream, we tried to create this menu for 2 hours using LLMs. Then I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to open up the documentation. Imagine, I even fed 3 different LLMs for this thing, and it needed me to make it because it's not an easy task. It's really a complicated task, and LLMs could not find me the solution with my API. So I had to go and tell them, okay, create dummy data and then just take these things and transform them into my own thing. Grok was able to be helpful, but out of the box, they could not do it. They could not. They even failed like miserably. So yeah, that's why I put a little bit of hands-on, because I also want to have a complete understanding. In general, they've made big leaps, especially with very specific things, but for this kind of thing, they were not able to solve it. So yeah, just ask LLM, didn't work. We spent 2 hours yesterday on that. So we got this working. We got to like put all of the beautiful things to beautify the page, which is like, what is it? I think it's like this general page layout thing that we have to do. So good, place it, I think, everywhere. That's probably what we do most of the time. Yeah, so just put all of these things, page layout. We can ask LLM to add the import, though. That always works. Like, I don't even know if this is LLM or if this is just the ID. Probably it's the ID. And makes more sense than having a LLM. Do know I'm just vibe coding. Oh, yeah. I'm vibe coding again all the time, especially when I want prototypes. But, after you get a prototype and you put them like exactly how you want them, then you have to put a little bit of a hands-on for that special kind of thing that you want to make. That's the case right now. And that is a very difficult gap to bridge, in all honesty. Like, it's not simple to bridge this gap with LLMs because the biggest gap is the LLM understanding exactly what you want. And there is a gap there that has to be fixed because before we have everything fixed and everything working on autopilot. We're getting there for sure, but we're a little bit far off from that. And that's fine. Like, they don't need to be able to do everything. It doesn't really matter. They just have to do the specific things you want them to do, and you get like a huge boost in productivity. Because these things that we created today, I'm just going to go ahead and just use them all the time. So for example, here we have GitHub Copilot. We don't really need that. So let's keep that. We don't really need that. Probably we don't need this as well. But let's leave it there. Okay, let's just keep it there. Let's remove this. So go back. And it points to the wrong page, of course, because you have to go to the sidebar and Slugify. But yeah, with my experience, you really need to just have a little bit more hands-on experience with it, and for you to be able to do exactly what you want. Yeah, that's just my experience on the problem. So where was the back button? That's a question. I think it was here. So yeah, this category is not slugified or whatever. So you want to do slugify this. I really love this word. This is my favorite function in the world, like slugify. Absolutely love it. Yeah, let's go back. Click the back button, works. Boom, 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 boom. Lovable. Boom, works. Where's the side menu? Where's my beautiful side menu? I want my side menu back. New AI tools. Okay. So this is like the page. Got to improve it. Probably use AI for that. But yeah. Yeah, that's not my intended usage. I don't like this. So maybe we can fix it. So what is an easy way to fix it? Probably get this sidebar provider, this flex thing, this sidebar thing as well. Yeah, let's get all of that, place them here. Oh no. Do you smell it, guys? I'm smelling that something may go bad, may go wrong. Yeah, I can smell it. Fuck. We're going to get fucked right now. Just want you to know that. It's going to be bad. It's going to be super bad. But we're going to survive. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it fucking happen. Let's go. Sidebar. Import the sidebar. Import the sidebar. We imported the sidebar. Great. And here we got the tabs. So the tabs, what are the tabs? They really are the categories. They're just that. Good. We did not get fucked, which is great news. We did not get fucked. And this works quite fast. There is some kind of caching behind the scenes probably. So we are one step away from having this fixed up, working amazing, gotta say. One step behind. So what we have to do is like get this thing, like sidebar and all that. Actually, if I remove this, is it going to work? Really interested in seeing the answer. Do we get an error? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, works okay-ish. Okay, back. Love that. Okay, so what we have to do right now is we really have to fix the final problem, which is the tools. No, I'm not going to change the tool card right now, but we have to add this sidebar provider. Do we have to? If I remove it? Okay, so to use a sidebar, you need to have the provider. Completely get it, man. Completely get it. Makes complete fucking sense. Absolutely. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we got this tool card component that will load dynamically. Let's beautify a little bit of code. Yeah. Come on, what are you talking about? Not finding the div. Of course you find the div. How can you miss the div? What the fuck are you talking about? Let's go back. Yeah, whatever. Syntax error or whatever. Yeah, fixed. Just an enter. You always have to enter something. What are you doing, Visual Studio Code? Come on. Like, okay. Gotta place the sidebar inside this component. Yeah. Not great reusability, in all honesty, but it is what it is at the end of the day, and I have no problem placing an extra thing here and there just to make it work. So let's do this quick fix. Sidebar. Get that. Place it here. Boom. Import. Categories. Boom, works. We don't need this comment. Go back, go here. Here, I would say const page URL. I really have to work on the naming. I'm not going to tell you anything else. Really have to work on the naming because right now it's a complete fucking joke. Like the code I'm writing, it's atrocious to say the least. Like don't do that, guys. Please don't do that. Don't type code. Don't do things like I'm doing. Like I'm going to refactor everything. My philosophy is like making something work, and after you make something work, then you refactor. But till then, don't refactor. But yeah. Okay. So, let me see. How can we make this look better? Okay, so there is some kind of container mx auto. Why is there this mix container auto P6? Fuck you. I don't care. Boom. Is this going up? Yeah, fuck this. We don't want that. Okay, this went up. Looks a little better. MX Auto. Do we even need this thing? I don't think we do. Maybe we needed that. Load it again. Let's go. Looks bad. Okay. So it's always good to make some jokes. Tool card needs beautification for sure. Maybe this categories thing needs to be bigger. Categories. H2. Here we got H1. We gotta make this H1. Come on, man. Don't underestimate yourselves. Don't underestimate yourselves. Okay. Looks better. You see, minute by the minute, it looks better. So, I don't like this back button like that. Am I out of this? Oh, it's dangerously set HTML. That's why I'm like that. Probably. Let's go to Markdown. %, 50%. Is this even possible? Let's go back. Yeah, okay, so we have to add some dynamic kind of thing that takes the proportion of the page or whatever. But what the important thing is that this is working finally, and it looks good. It looks, well, it's not perfect. It's not perfect, in all honesty, but it looks good. So I'm going to start improving the page. So new, don't think, please use my CSS in the following component. We're just going to give it our CSS, global CSS. Actually, I am going to give you my global CSS. Use it to refine all of the components that I will pass you. Okay, so this is one of the best things you can do with Grok. Templates, things that you wanted to remember. It's amazing. I really love it. Okay, this is insane. I really love Grok for what we're going to do right now. Grok, please don't fail me. Start by adding the CSS to this component. Let's go fucking Grok. Let's go. Let me show you the power of Grok 3. I also want to create some templates for things that we are going to be using to like compare LLMs in the future. So we will have like 4 or 5 questions that we are going to ask every LLM. Did it fuck it up? Let's see. Seems like it didn't. Yeah, okay. Well, not bad. Maybe add a little bit more spacing. So what changes did Grok make? Added border, header styling. Wait a minute. Okay, we don't need this. We don't need this. Okay, so categories. Did it make it H2? No. Okay, and they got like an animation. Doesn't look bad. But I think it changed how big the buttons were. Consistency. Maybe we should make them a little bigger. I don't know. Nah, it's fine. I care way too much about details that don't really matter. Okay, so mobile view is fucked up. So how can we handle it? On mobile view, it collapses. How can we fix it? Okay, that's a good question. If you want, and you want to prevent, okay, we need to make sure it remains visible. Okay. Prevent collapsing. All right, fixed. Yeah. Let's check it out. It's collapsing no matter what. But you know, whatever. Let's move on to the next component. Do we use the feature list like anywhere? No, we don't. Delete. Back button. I think this is a typical back button. Should I change it? Nah. So this tool card is absolutely very bad. But I don't think I need to have this tool card. Actually, it has like this custom handling that we need to have. So let's take this, place it here. Make this tool card look better. I'm just going to tell it, just make it look better and do whatever you think. Okay, so tool card. It might actually make it look better. So, text center. Text is not aligned. Grok, you need to do a better job, man. The issue is with the title. Okay, let's see. Justify. Now it will, oh yeah. Now I like this. Why is perplexed like that? Okay, now it looks a lot better. Small animation. Like that. But why is perplexed like that? I don't get it. I really don't. Let me tell it. Oh, it got fixed. Whatever, man. Fuck it. Okay, this is probably some casting error. Okay, so let's open up this perplexity thing. Okay. Oh, it seems to scale a little better. Okay, so let me add this. Let me ask it to fix this. Markdown content. I don't think I used this markdown component actually. Remove this. Let's get this markdown. Fix the YouTube video to not overflow. So we don't want the YouTube video to overflow really. So that's what we ask it to do. Stop it from overflowing. Okay, so yeah, correctly. It identified the correct problem. Hopefully this will not mess up everything. Changes these two things and this div. Oh, it looks better. Okay. Yeah, it's scalable. Grok 3. Well done. Well done, Grok 3. Well done. Okay, let's do one more change. Okay, so let's think about what we're going to ask it to do. So, let's think about this. How can we make this look good? So this is the sidebar collapsing. Instead of that, why not add it on top of the screen? I don't know how we would be able to do that. Maybe we have to give it this code. Let's try it out. Maybe it can change like the structure. So to move the sidebar from the left side to the top of the script, effectively turning it into horizontal, we need to adjust the layout by changing fixed positioning. Yeah, I don't think this is a good idea. This is for sure not a good idea. Yeah. You know what? If it collapses, it collapses. But yeah, we're going to give it a check just to see what kind of bullshit the tool did. Yeah, it did exactly that. So yeah, no, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. Actually, on mobile view, try to have like a sidebar that is a button, and when clicked, it turns into a menu that pops on screen. I don't know if it can do it. I'm asking it way too much. I don't think it's actually going to be able to do it. To address this request, up sidebar. Okay, so it's going to handle the mobile view hamburger button. Okay. Is open. Okay, so to address the request, behave differently on mobile views. MD, breakpoint, typically. This is like the PX. We will replace the fixed top bar. I don't think we want the bar to be top fixed. But let's try it out. Ooh, no. Okay, so it has a hamburger menu. Doesn't work. Okay, so, 1, 2. The bar should be okay again. So this is mobile view. Fuck. This is actually desktop view. Fuck mobile. Not our problem. We don't have to fix that. Not our clients. Not our clients, my friends. If you want to use this website, make sure to go and use it like on computer. I don't care. Okay, so in this case, it overflows. In this case, it's fine. Maybe we actually should give it this code. Okay, so let's tell it, use my global CSS in this component. I just love Grok 3. Grok 3 is absolutely amazing and you can use it for free right now. I don't think there is a better deal in the market. I think it beats easily. Like it allows you to do so many requests and they probably get all of this data and improve the model. Like they continuously improve the model and they get free users and they get better and better. They're like amazing, in all honesty. Elon Musk really done it again. Really done it again. So let's check. Did anything change? I don't understand. Did anything really change? Probably did. We may have to go a page back. Okay, so this is the AI tools. It tells you to select a category. These are all clickable, I think. Okay, so these are not clickable. Okay, so when I click, oh my God. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I think I fucked up. I fucked up for sure. What the fuck? Why do I see this mistake right now and I have not seen it before? This is super strange. Makes no sense. Alright, let's go back. Okay, so we got these menus. Click this. Click this. Go back. Click this. Click this. Go back. Looks good. Happy with it. Happy with it. So maybe, I don't know. I like this. I think it looks good. I'm happy with the result. And I think that's all we need right now to be happy with this result. Maybe I can remove these. Okay, let's do one more change. Because I think this is a little bit interesting. So where is this LW, you think? Where is the sidebar provider? So this is the sidebar provider. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let me give this a look because there's something clearly going wrong. Okay, this is like good. This is the main class. So when this goes smaller, why does it have like on large it has px I don't want this. I never did. Why do we even have this px thing? I want to be larger. About us. Utility landing page menu. FAQ accordion. Rating. Huh. Well, this is interesting. This is very fucking interesting. Right, let's go to this page, which is the general page. You see a little bit, everything is a little condensed inside, that's fine. This landing page, it's completely different. But when we click AI tools, new AI tools, let's click that. We don't want it to be so, want to be a little bit, let's see. Okay, so if I open this, there is this MX auto. Oh, there is this max width function that breaks everything. We don't want that. We don't want a maxed width. So simplify, man, simplify, always. Doesn't look correct. It seems like, where is the children? So it has like this div, this MX auto. Container. Let's hit the refresh. No. We actually want a container. Container. I don't get it. It's probably on the general page. I've fucked up something over here. Let's do this. Or let's remove this. Yeah, more stretch out. Looks better. Every page looks better now. More stretched out, more content on page. Yeah, like this. This is a lot more, you feel like you really use this right now. Okay, so let's go and do that. Okay, so let me do one final thing before we close this, because I'm excited right now. I'm going to give it the code for, how's it called? Productivity whiteboard. A lot of things are not used. This is my whiteboard code. Please fix it. I can't do anything. And think. Let's see Grok reasoning model, how good it will work. Let's see. If we can fix the whiteboard, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to be using it on live streams and everything. But we made the menu. And that menu is going to push us forward in so many ways that you may not even know Really, it's such a critical component to have. We added some files, which is fine. We added them in a dedicated folder. We did a lot of changes, a lot of fixing. I don't know. I think it moved quite a lot. It moved forward quite a lot. And I'm really happy with that. Like, improved everything, structure, all of these things. The website, in all honesty, looks a lot better. It's a lot better. More organized. We fixed so many things. So what is missing? What was fixed? Added drawing functionality. Added on mouse down, on mouse move, on mouse up, canvas element. When the tool pen is selected. Okay, so probably someone messed it up. Implement download feature. Okay, so it probably made the code a lot smaller. How it works now, click the tool pen, choose a color. The canvas resizes the window. What is missing? Your original code, text, elements, which suggests you plan to add more features like text input. These are not implemented yet, so the text, image, select tools don't do anything. Yeah. For now, I focus on getting the basic drawing. Okay, I'm going to check this basic drawing. So close all. Let's see. Did you really make it work? No, it cannot erase. The pen tool is always selected. It never gets deselected. Click the eraser. Okay, so let's fix it. Let's create a whiteboard. It indeed was able to allow us to draw, but it doesn't allow us to erase. So that's the first thing I will be fixing. So let's fix that first. And you can see that the board is pretty big, gotta say. So I think Grok 3 is going to be able to let us fix it. Hopefully. Maybe I will use Lovable or something like that to create a new whiteboard. Maybe, I don't know. Sounds like you are experiencing issue with the pen tool. Understanding the problem, from your description, the application uses state variable called tool to track the currently selected tool. Okay, initially tool is set to pen. Okay, its tool has a button on click that should update the tool. The tool is not updating when you click the eraser. Okay, so ensure Button, click, set tool. Great. Set tool state. So it has specific states that can get. When you click the razor tool, it should call. Why don't you fix it for me? Okay, so it changes just these things. Okay, so let's just give it exactly that. So it has a canvas button. Drawing application. Huh. Well, this is strange because it completely doesn't give a fuck about our code. So tool can be tool, which is one of these. The use effect, okay. Get mouse position, handle mouse move. So got a canvas. Interesting. So it asks us to replace everything. On click, set tool. On click, eraser. I think we're getting fucked by the context window right now. So I'm going to just do exactly as it says. I'm just going to use a simple use effect function. I'm going to use exactly these things. Okay, and I'm going to use only this very simple div. Instead of messing around with everything, we're going to go a step backwards first, and then we are going to go loads of steps ahead. Productivity dashboard could not be found. Move this div. Okay, doesn't look very bad. I would say that the canvas needs some changes. Okay, great. I'm providing you. Okay, we don't need the thinking mode. Okay, great. Please make the canvas fit dynamically to the page size. Make the eraser actually erase the lines. Add a text button for adding text. Okay, let's go step by step. Let's go do this. See my code below. Don't use the one above. Okay, so we're going to improve it a little bit. I shouldn't actually do that right now because I have to go to sleep, but whatever, let's do it. Okay, so it gets all the information it needs to get. Use effect, handle resize, gets all of these things done. Copy this, paste, boom, boom, boom. So how can we pick the color? Great. One, allow the user to select the color of the pen. Draw that color when pen is used. Okay, we're going to make it step by step, slowly. Let's modify the whiteboard client. Okay, it's doing that. Context, line cap. Great, 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 great. Let's see if we can create this whiteboard. It's going to be a very good step. Hopefully it doesn't hallucinate due to context window though. That's the only thing that potentially scares me. Let's see. Grok was unable to finish the reply. I think I hit the Grok limits for today. Let's see. Rect. Eraser. It was very quick to find me the answer, which is a little scary. But whatever, it's not that big of a file. So I'm going to pick red and I'm going to use... Okay, so the eraser is not working. The eraser is not working. The eraser is not working, man. We gotta fix it. Okay, let's see. Apologize for the issue with the eraser. Let's debug. The eraser is set to use, which should erase removing pixel and revealing the canvas background. But if it's not working, the problem could be due to canvas background not properly set. Context state issues, invent handling. I will update the code to ensure eraser works reliably. Maybe we're like hitting the limits of the model in this case. Let's hit the refresh button. Okay, some painting. Yeah, okay. Okay. Eraser works now. Allow a slider to specify the size of the pen or the size of the eraser. The state of the size could be shared between the two. Okay, let's do that. I think making a whiteboard is a very good application of the complexity of using external libraries and all of these things. And it's a very nice application to, you know, build things slowly. This is the state of AI right now, building steps slowly, building things slowly. You don't want to try and one-shot it. Not every tool will be able to do that. Okay. Cancel, paste. So it should probably have an extra state that is called size. Let's check it out. For now, everything's working. We at least don't get like an error or whatever. So eraser, let's put bigger size than that. Okay, we can erase that. All right. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Great. Make the size bigger, like up to 2x bigger. Make the slider more good looking. Okay, so let's improve this whiteboard application. Let's make it look a little better. Because right now it doesn't look good. Also, we might want to do a SEO optimization on that. No, it's optimized already. Okay, that's good. So let's open up this page. We got like this whiteboard, no effects. Okay. So the important thing is that it always gets our code as context. Yeah, the slider again doesn't look good, but whatever. Why is the slider is looking so bad? What kind of slider is this? Right. Oh, come on. Okay. I now know the problem. Okay. Let's use sad.cn components for input button slider. Let's do this refactoring. That would be good. Using sad.cn components for all of these things would be a lot better. Because we already, I think, we have a slider. It should be... I don't have a slider. Oh, I have a slider. Here it is. Okay. So it imports it from the UI. So let's go. Replace. Should make everything simpler, in all honesty. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, slider looks bad, but whatever. Okay. Okay. Let's allow the user to do the following. Add an image from clipboard. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, or upload an image. 2. What else do we want to do? Add text. Allow user to specify the size of the text. Okay, text. The text should take its size from slider, color from color input. 3. Replace the color input with another component that is more suitable to collect. Whatever. Let's not do that. Let's do these two things for now. Hopefully this will work. Let's see if the reasoning model of Grok can actually work well in this case. Because previously did a lot of mistakes. In all honesty, it replaced quite a lot of our code. No reason at all. So hopefully this time it will be okay. I have very high expectations of Grok 3. I have been using it for so long and I'm very happy with it. One of the things that I'm really waiting for is DeepSeek R2 and DeepSeek V4 with very cheap APIs. If they can like reduce the model size and make very cheap APIs, I could literally just use them cost efficiently, and that would be really insane and amazing. Okay, so let's see what it does. Add an image from clipboard or upload. Great. Allow users to add text to the canvas. Use size from the slider and color for the input. Okay. Okay, so it worked. Okay, so let's see. There's a mistake, which is data transfer item list can only be iterated through down level flag. That's interesting. Hey. Okay. Okay. When adding text, add only the text. Don't add a button. Don't add overlays. Okay. Good. 1. When adding text, 2. I cannot see the image on the canvas. 3. If a text or image is clicked on canvas, a small red X will pop on top right of the item, and by clicking it you can remove it from the canvas. Delete functionality. Okay, so let's see if it can actually create a delete functionality. Again, everything we do over here right now could in the future be used to create like a Photoshop application on the web. So you can have like a canvas essentially on the web and you could use it. I was thinking about maybe adding an external library to build these things, but I want to try and avoid any technical bloats and extra things that may be needed for an external like canvas and all of that documentation. Maybe I'll leave it for the future. And you know, I really want the whiteboard if I want to show something to someone else. So adding text without overlays. When you add text to the canvas, it should appear directly without any input fields or overlays. You select the text tool, this process, okay, so it does some kind of planning. Previous images were drawn to the top left corner of the canvas, and if the canvas is large or if the image is small, it will not be immediately noticeable. To fix this, we'll draw an image at the center of the canvas instead, okay. Here is a sample code. With this change, you should know. Fuck. I think we hit the context limit. Yeah, seems like it. Maybe we asked for too much. const canvas. Okay. This is my current code. Embed all the extra changes, functionalities into it. Give me the full file in response. Okay. Grok 3, I'm not going to be copy pasting. You gotta do all the hard job for me. Like, that's what I'm not paying you to do. Like, I'm using it for free, guys. Like, whatever. So make me this fucking whiteboard canvas or whatever we're trying to do. Like, don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Just do what you have to do. Just do what you have to do. It's not going to work. I'm quite sure about it. It's already way too complicated for an LLM. It will probably crash. It did not crash. But it goes slowly. Copy. Let's paste. Oh, you can actually erase also the image, which is very nice. Let's upload this. You can erase that. Okay. Yeah, the select button doesn't work. But yeah, you know what? Canvas is canvas, and right now it's fine. Is anybody in the chat? Is anybody watching the live stream right now? I think nobody's watching right now. Is anybody watching right now? If someone is watching, just type in the chat something. Okay, return, respond with the code fixes. Okay, so it's going to give us the answer. It's going to take its context and give us the text. Okay, so let's see if the result... What the fuck is this answer? Explanation of fixes. Okay, let's check it out. I really don't expect it to work at this point. Like, it probably will hallucinate a lot. Let's refresh the whiteboard. So we've got this pen tool. Okay, try the eraser. That works. Let's add text. Hello. Yeah, text is not working. Upload image works. Something is wrong with the text. Like when it tries to place the text, it doesn't work. Like that's very strange. So what happens when you click add text? Really strange behavior. Text input. Yeah, I think I found the error. Like I don't know, I don't understand why the LLM cannot change this. So when you want to add text, you want to add age 1 or age 2 or age 3 tags according to size. Let's simplify text. Simplify text. Add input. On canvas. Add some dummy text inside it instead of empty. Set show text input true. And make sure to remove any borders or any styling of the input. Make sure the input has the color of the state color. I may completely fucked it up right now, but if we can do this fix, this thing is going to work. It's going to be amazing. And we could actually use it in the future to make whatever we want to do. So that would be amazing. Like, we're very close. We just have to fix the input. We just have to give the LLM a little bit of context, and then we're done. Okay, so let's do it. So add an input on canvas. You have already a mechanism where the input field appears on the canvas. This place is the input. Add dummy text. Remove borders. Match color. Finalize text submission. Updated code. If tool equals text and canvas ref.current rendering the input field. Okay, I know where that is. And submitting. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm going to replace that. Control F. Replace that with that. And here if tool handle mouse down. And you want to place this instead. Let's check it out. Okay, set text input. I don't get it. Okay, text get position canvas ref. Set position so text input true. Handle input submit. If this is true, background transparent, border known, text white. Let's do that. Just doesn't show it on top of the canvas. You know what? Whatever. Thank you so much for watching. We made huge progress today. and bye bye.